Part 33. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 321. Extract all. Ding. Promotion card. Ding. 4-star Legion card. Ding. Strike the Halo card. After the 27 gold level exclusive card draws were used up, Fang Fan was actually very satisfied. There were very few blank cards, and basically all of them were suitable cards. Especially the last punch Halo card. Strong attack Halo card, the user can specify the loaded Halo object, so that it can obtain a 100% combat power bonus effect within 10 minutes. Hey, so strong. Within 10 minutes, the combat power will increase by 100%. This is definitely the perfect card for counter-attack and anti-kill. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and nodded secretly. Obviously, he was very satisfied with this effect. From every angle, this Striker Halo card would be a very useful card. Zhongcheng, here we are. Fang Fan flew into Zhongcheng. At any rate, the King Zombie didn't seem to have reached Zhongcheng at this time. After entering Zhongcheng, the city seemed a little chaotic. In any case, the King Zombies will soon lead the zombie group to come. It is normal for these ordinary survivors to have this kind of fear from the heart. From their point of view, being able to save their own lives is the top priority. As for defending Zhongcheng to the death, these ordinary survivors still do not have such a noble character. Run. Run quickly. Haven't you seen the dialogue box of the world ranking list? Zhongcheng will soon become the key target of the King's zombie attack. If you don't run now, it's too late. There's no chance. You can run now, you have to move. Hurry up. Don't hesitate. If you hesitate for a while, you won't be able to save your life. But Lord Fang Fan, no. It should be called Lord Fang Fan now. He will definitely protect us. Lord Fang Fan has never let us down. Hee, you're really young, why are you so stupid? It's so cute. That's a king-level zombie. No matter how powerful Fang Fan is, he's just a 6-star awakened person, in front of this kind of king-level zombie. Is the target of a second trick. Escape. Escape from Zhongcheng. Escape from Hixing. Escape from Yan Kingdom, we still have a chance of survival, otherwise, we will surely die. That's it, should you run or you have to run, you must not have any concerns. I won't leave, I swore to follow the King Fang Fan to the death. In Zhongcheng, this willingness to escape is very obvious. These people subconsciously feel that escape is the only choice. In their opinion, if they continue to stay here, they will be killed by the King Zombie sooner or later. But escaping is different, there is still a glimmer of hope for escaping. The Lord, I have already sent troops to block the 4 walls, preventing these survivors from escaping Zhongcheng at this time, their atmosphere is really bad. 1 belt 10. 10 belt 100, if this goes on, Zhongcheng will become a city. The city is empty. On the city wall of Zhongcheng, Zhao Zhen said indignantly, expressing resentment in his words. Do not. Unnecessary. Open the gates. Let them out. Send a notice, I am very welcome to stay and die with our Fang Fan. And I will regard them as my brothers. I won't stop those who want to leave now, but if they want to come back to Zhongcheng in the future, I'm sorry, I don't have this chance. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 322. Fang Fan's eyes flickered brightly, and he suddenly felt that this might also be a way to eliminate dissidents. Zhongcheng is his core site, and he doesn't want this place to be contaminated with some filthy things. If possible, he naturally hopes that the hearts of the people are all on his side. But obviously, he doesn't have such great charm yet. In other words, there are still many people with different minds. There really was no way before. But now there is indeed a good opportunity. If you can clean up these people directly. This is also Fang Fan's preliminary plan. The Lord, doing this, will make Zhang Cheng lose a lot of survivors, so Zhang Cheng will not be depressed. Zhao Zhen glanced at Fang Fan and then objected. He doesn't think it's a good way to do it. But concentrated is the essence, isn't it? Those people don't want to stay in Zhangcheng. Even if you stay forcibly, you will become a disaster in the future. Since that's the case, it's better to throw this burden away in one fell swoop, so that it can be cleaned up bit by bit later. Go do it, that king-level zombie may be coming soon. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, he was waiting here. Zhao Zhen obeyed Fang Fan's order and opened the city gate, and countless survivors who had ghosts swarmed out. Zhangcheng originally had 200,000 survivors, but 2 hours later, there were still 20,000 survivors. 9 out of 10. I didn't expect my charm value to be so low. Fang Fan pouted, thinking to himself. However, the remaining 20,000 people will absolutely obey me, so it's worth it. From now on, we will build a brand new Zhangcheng based on these 20,000 survivors. Fang Fan's eyes twinkled brightly. Fang Fan quickly came to the city wall of Zhangcheng, because the king-level zombie is here. Following the king-level zombie, there are tens of millions of zombies. These zombie groups are closely packed together, and the momentum is very majestic. And what Fang Fan can use is the 150,000 ordinary demonized beast army, the 10,000 3-star demonized beast army and the 3,000 3-star zombie army. The other is the 3 6-star legions and 2 7-star legions that he controls. Roar! The zombie king roared, and the surrounding world shook, and the entire Zhangcheng shook a few times. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and glanced at the king-level zombie in the distance, with a different look on his face. So big. So strong. Fang Fan raised his head and glanced at it. This king-level zombie is definitely a standout among the zombies. From Fang Fan's point of view, the height is about the same as the city wall of Zhangcheng, it is almost tens of meters. The body is particularly plump, with a diameter of about 4 or 5 meters in a circle. To say that it is a huge thing is definitely not an exaggeration. Crunch. I saw that the king-level zombie suddenly picked up 2 human races from the side, then stuffed it into his mouth and chewed directly. This guy even prepared food for himself. Weak human race, surrender. You lowly existences. Accept the sanctions of the great zombie master. The king zombie suddenly roared a few times, and actually said human words. Fang Fan, who was standing on the city wall, opened his mouth, his breathing suddenly became rapid, and his face became cloudy. Talking king-level zombies. And relying on the powerful force, they support the human race for food. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 323. Fang Fan's eyes gradually became gloomy, and this king zombie was a little too arrogant. Looking at the past from Fang Fan's point of view, it can be clearly seen that there are still countless human beings in the zombie group who are imprisoned, and they are being driven away from humble beginnings. The greatest value of their existence is that they can provide meat for this king zombie at any time. This is the territory of my human race. Even if it is punished, it should be your disgusting meat worm. If you surrender now, I can consider accepting you as my war slave, fighting to death, and atonement for myself. Fang Fan showed infinite domineering in his words and deeds. From his point of view, this is already the greatest patience. Roar. A low-level human race, weak as ants, dares to challenge the great zombie master. GG. Go to hell. The king zombie glanced at Fang Fan arrogantly, as if he had never paid attention to him. With the frantic mocking of the king zombie, he waved his hand, and the zombie group behind him started an all-out attack. The king zombie twisted his body, feeling the pain in his body, his rough brows furrowed fiercely. Damn the demonic beast of the king, how dare to hurt this king? When I devour these human races and recover my body, I will definitely take revenge. The king's zombie-like fist clenched abruptly, looking extremely resentful. This time, because he was injured, he didn't plan to do it himself. The sons and daughters of the zombies behind him will make him do what he wishes. The king zombie glanced at the three apparently stronger zombies who were charging ahead, and nodded secretly. Those are the three strongest zombie commanders under his command, all of which have been trained to the 9-star zombie level by him. Although not as good as him, his combat power is also very impressive. At least there will be no problem in hanging and beating these human races. These human races are really weak and are destined to be his food. Fang Fan's eyes focused on the zombies rushing in front of him. There were hundreds or thousands of zombies in the back. Although the number was large, it was not a cause for concern. The most important thing is these 9-star zombie leaders who are charging ahead. The king-level zombies aside, the 9-star zombies in front of them are also very strong. This king zombie is a bit floating. Do you think you can sweep me away with a few 9-star zombies? Haha, since you want to send me a few dishes, then I can only take it. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes to deal with these salted fish, without even needing him to use his trump card. World Babble dialog box. I'm in Zhongcheng now. I saw the zombie king. It's so strong. It's like a mountain. My CAO, have the king zombies shot. Please live broadcast. Tisk tisk tisk, boss 666. The live broadcast is on. What's the situation now? Did the king zombie destroy Zhongcheng with one fist? Fang Fan is completely cold. Grass. What's going on upstairs? Why does it feel like the lackey of the king's zombies? How come no one said that Fang Fan fought against the king's zombies for my human race? Everyone, stop arguing, let's see what the people at the scene say. Hey, the situation is not good, the king zombie didn't make a move, but there were 3 9-star zombies leading the zombie group to charge up. My CAO. It's really a 9-star zombie, that power is so tyrannical that it bursts. 3 9-star zombie commanders rushed up. Fang Fan sent people to resist, and the two sides began to fight. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 324. What a hatred this is. This is so annoying to me. Fang Fan glared at Caitlin, this guy is too restless. Boom. Just as Fang Fan was thinking about it, the gun in Caitlin's hand had already been fired, and along the way, he also released a skill let the bullets fly. Fang Fan held his breath, wanting to see the effect. Laugh. Click. The sound of broken bones and roars came, and I saw that the 9-star zombie commander who was charging at the front was directly headshot. Then it trembled a few times and slowly collapsed on the offensive line. A 9-star zombie commander was easily solved, and a pile of cards and magic crystals exploded. Fang Fan's eyes showed a hint of surprise, so strong? He really hadn't thought of it. Very good. Go on. Kill the remaining 2 9-star zombies. Fang Fan snorted, and the killing intent in his eyes gradually accumulated. Dessert before dinner, start to devour. Galen was alone in front of the 2 9-star zombie commanders, but he didn't lose the slightest, but it was still on the rise. Coupled with the little mage Vega casting spells behind the scenes, the situation intensified. Demachian justice. Galen zoomed in and solved a 9-star zombie commander that was controlled by the little mage Vega. Headshot. Boom. Caitlin fired another shot, killing a 9-star zombie commander again. Since then, all 3 9-star zombie leaders have been killed. The time was slow and the time was fast. Everything was completed between lightning and flint. Before everyone could react, the 3 9-star zombie commanders were killed. Roar. Stupid human, you dare to kill my generals, I want to slaughter you all. All of you have to die. Seeing that the 3 9-star zombie leaders under his command were all killed, the king zombie who had been paddling on the side finally couldn't bear it anymore, and let out his own roar. Tisk, but 3 disgusting meat worms. Those who break into our human territory will surely die. You know each other, go back. Fang Fan snorted angrily, full of domineering. Hutcha hucka. Wu Yu stood up tremblingly, his whole person's breathing trembled rapidly, his hands covered his abdomen, the pain on his face was gradually replaced by shock. 3 powerful 9-star zombies were actually killed. Killed so casually. This is impossible. But the impossible event did indeed happen. Seeing is believing, hearing is believing. Coupled with the rage of the king zombie, he had to choose to believe. It's all true. As expected to be the #1 powerhouse of my human race, the generals under his command are like clouds. Awesome. Wu Yu seemed to suddenly think of something, and quickly opened the dialog box of the world top ranking list. Fang Fan, the first powerhouse of the human race, suppressed and killed 3 9-star zombie leaders within 10 seconds. Raise the prestige of my human race. Live is online again, and the World Babble ranking dialog box has once again ushered in a new wave of screen refreshes. I'm going. Is this king zombie a big parallel import? Are the 3 9-star zombie commanders under his command such a rubbish? That's it? How can it be such a waste? It doesn't fit the character of the 9-star zombie. This kind of spicy chicken zombie, I can hang and beat it? Hee hee, the people upstairs are really bullshit. If you have the ability, go up there. Killing 3 9-star zombie leaders within 10 seconds is a great god Fang Fan. The survivors of our generation should be proud of the great god Fang Fan. We should aim for the great god Fang Fan. This is the realm of God. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 325. Country, a fort. Kylan saw the swipe display on the World Babble ranking dialog box, and the smiles on her face gradually condensed. As expected of the man I fancy, is killing 9-star zombies like killing a dog. Kaylin's voice was as indifferent as a cloud, as if everything was within her expectations. In Huajing, on a certain avenue, a team of nearly 1 million troops is slowly marching. From the large tent of the Chinese army headed by him, there was a sudden burst of wild laughter like thunder. I'm really quick and witty, and I led the millions of Tang's army to escape the catastrophe. This Fang Fan, I won't provoke it again in the future, this guy is really terrifying. It's so terrifying. 3 9-star zombies, and tens of millions of zombies, in front of other people's king zombies, just slaughtered like this. That king zombie slaughtered Hubei province and Zhe province one after another. If I insisted on attacking Zhongcheng at that time, it would be masochistic, and I would never survive. Li Ji sighed quite a bit. Before, he was full of endless hatred for Fang Fan. As Fang Fan grew stronger, the more opportunities he had to be mentioned, the more jealous and resentful he became. But soon, he discovered that his so-called jealousy and resentment was a joke. When a person is strong to a certain limit, everyone will be afraid of it. Dare not to have any resentment. Li Ji is a good proof. But, no matter how strong Fang Fan is, this time he will definitely not be able to stop the attack of the king zombies. Unfortunately, I didn't die in my hands. Well, I can't beat him anyway. The 3 9-star zombie leaders were killed, although it was very comfortable, but it also completely angered this king zombie. Weak ants, I will kill you personally. The king zombie felt a burst of pain in the chrysanthemum on the back, and subconsciously frowned. This wound was left to him by the time damn king demonized beast. If not, he would have rushed forward and destroyed this weak city. I thought of saving some energy, but I didn't expect that these 3 wastes under his command would fall one after another, and were killed by the weak and incompetent lowly people. This is simply a shame. What a shame. Use a 10-star God General summoning card. Use a 7-star Heavenly Soldier summoning card. Ding. A 10-star God General has been successfully summoned. Ding. 10 7-star Heavenly Soldiers have been summoned. War Bunker is fully calibrated to shoot the King of Zombies. Fang Fan gave an order and the situation was already opened. Roar. The King Zombie roared, and then the huge body flew over, and swept the body of the 10 7-star soldiers with a slap, and was directly swept away several kilometers away. Only the 10-star God General can barely support it. The 16 180mm laser cannons of the war bunker in Zhongcheng City are also shooting frantically. Compared with the huge body of the King Zombie, it can be easily hit, but the effect is only able to barely stop the speed of the King Zombie. Compared with ordinary zombies, the King Zombies are already stronger than a single star. But quality improvement. It's careless. Fang Fan took a deep breath, and there was a solemn look in his eyes. Bleeding. Blood from the back. Anal is the weak point. An excited sound came, and Hans was standing on the laser cannon waving with excitement on his face. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 326. Anus. Chrysanthemum. Fang Fan glanced at it subconsciously, and indeed saw that the buttocks of this King Zombie were bleeding continuously. This King Zombie should have injured this position for some reason. This is indeed his only weakness, but now that he is prepared, he wants to hit his position with a laser cannon. It's not that easy. Unless there are a lot of laser cannons attacking from all sides. Fang Fan's eyes gradually brightened, and now he only has 2 bunker cards in his hand, and most of the bunker cards have been placed in the Acropolis. At that time, it was also to defend against the hordes of zombies and demonized beasts. Attract the attention of the King Zombie, attract him to the Acropolis, and destroy him with laser cannons. Fang Fan took a breath, his eyes twinkled, and he had made up his mind. It's not too late to start now. Big Meatworm, you are such a spicy chicken waste. The cowards who were occupied by the king's demonized beast and driven out are not worthy of my shoes. Come and chase me if you have the ability. What can you do to me? Fang Fan's voice came lingeringly, and then he rode the Unicorn King in the sky alone and ran directly towards the Acropolis. His biggest purpose is to attract this King Zombie to the Acropolis, and then annihilate it in one fell swoop. Roar. An ant-like lowly human race suddenly dares to mock this king. Go to hell. The King Zombie's face suddenly became gloomy and cold, and then he strode out and rushed towards Fang Fan. Unicorn King, speed up. Fang Fan breathed a sigh of relief, as long as he took the bait. From Zhongcheng to the Acropolis, it only takes 1 day to run on the flat road. Converted to the sky-running Unicorn King, you can arrive in less than an hour. That King Unicorn appears to be faster. The huge body makes running in the mountains like walking on the ground. And the King Zombie already has the ability to fly in the air. Along the way, Fang Fan would use a 10-star General card or a 7-star Heavenly Soldier summoning card from time to block him. Coupled with the sneering and sarcasm along the way, it was reluctant to deceive this King Zombie. On the head of Zhongcheng City, Zhongcheng Deputy City Lord Zhao Zhen led tens of thousands of Zhongcheng survivors to look at the direction Fang Fan flew away with tears in their eyes. The Lord Fang Fan led the terrifying King Zombie away in order to protect Zhongcheng from being ruined. The Lord Fang Fan, the righteousness is the public. We worship. Our life was bestowed by the Lord Fang Fan, and we fought against these zombies. Avenge the Lord Fang Fan. Vengeance and revenge. Return the Lord of our country. The voices of indignation came, and everyone's eyes became indignant, and their hearts were full of infinite admiration for Fang Fan's generous act of sacrifice. World Babel Dialogue Box. What do you mean? Fang Fan attracted the Zombie King away in order to protect Zhongcheng? This is a great good. Fang Fan is not a hero of the human race. Hero of the human race. Hey, it's an honor to be a member of Fang Fan's country, Lord. Hee, King Fang Fan is much better than those keyboard warriors. This is a real man. A real man. Call madly for City Lord Fang Fan. If he doesn't die, I would like to leave 10 blood descendants for him. My CAO, the Sao is not as beautiful as you. Hee, Fang Fan's spirit is commendable, but his behavior is too stupid. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's the end of the world, and it's still sensational. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 327. It's just a bunch of ants. As for taking risks, wouldn't it be better if you escaped yourself? As for those ants, wouldn't it be good to give them to the Zombie King? It can help you slow down the Zombie King's pursuit. I don't need to outrun the Zombie King, I just need to run faster than my companions. This is the way to survive in the end times. Pedantic. Extremely pedantic. Fang Fan naturally couldn't see the remarks on the dialogue box of the World Tongtian list. At this moment, he was concentrating on the changes of this King Zombie. A little careless, it may be the end of the whole game. Fang Fan did not dare to gamble, nor could he afford to gamble. If you lose, you can imagine what the outcome will be. Finally reached. King Zombie, your time of death is here. Seeing that the city wall of the Acropolis had appeared in front of him, Fang Fan subconsciously breathed a sigh of relief. The ghost knows how much effort he put into it. Even the 10-star God General summoning cards were wasted 3. Not to mention the 7-star Heavenly Soldier summoning card, only the last one. 8 War Bunkers, 128 180mm laser cannons, all-round shooting. Shooting without dead ends. Target. The tail vertebra of the King Zombie. Fang Fan gave an order, and all the laser cannons on the 8 war bunkers in the Acropolis were mobilized at the same time. Fang Fan was waiting for this moment. Boom boom boom. The power of 128 180mm laser cannons is naturally very strong, but this King Zombie can endure it alone, without even hurting its fur. At this moment, this King Zombie is charging directly facing the Acropolis. No matter how the laser cannon is calibrated, it is difficult to directly attack his tail vertebra and chrysanthemum. Fang Fan's face sank instantly. Obviously, this is a very serious problem, and if it is not handled properly, it is likely to trigger a series of rebounds. The King Zombie has to expose his tailbone, so that we can take advantage of the opportunity. By the way, I also have a high-level zombie prison card. Advanced Zombie Imprisonment card, you can control zombies below the King level for 3 seconds. You can control zombies below the King level for 3 seconds, I don't know if it has any effect on the King level zombies. Now I can only use a dead horse as a living horse doctor. Fang Fan clenched his fists tightly. Use all the remaining 6 10-star God summoning cards. Use the remaining 7-star Celestial Soldier summoning card as well. All the gods and heavenly soldiers obeyed and dragged this king-level zombie. The shortcut may allow him to expose his coccyx. With Fang Fan's order, 6 10-star God generals and 10 7-star heavenly soldiers were dispatched at the same time, directly attacking this king-level zombie. Although the combat power of the God general and the heavenly soldier is limited, it is obvious that their defense power is basically inexhaustible, so they can still hold on to the end for the time being. The attitude shown at this moment is also very obvious. Hoo ho ho. Weak ants. Go to hell. The king-level zombies are tireless and want to do their best to kill these gods and soldiers, but the 10-minute deadline has not come, and he has no chance at all. And in these 10 minutes, Fang Fan was enough to find many opportunities. Fang Fan drove the Yukong Unicorn King to fly to the surrounding of the king-level zombie, and took advantage of the opportunity when the gods and the heavenly soldiers were entangled with him, and took the opportunity to harass him and disturb his mind. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 328. Disgusting Meatworms. If you want to riot in the territory of my human race, it is simply self-destruction. The king's demonized beast didn't kill you, let me slaughter you today. Fang Fan snorted, murderous intent in his eyes. Immediately, he drove the Yukong Unicorn King to attack this king zombie frantically. This is destined to be an unbridled bloody rush to kill. Hoo ho ho. Weak ants. How dare you play the king like this? Go to hell. The king zombie turned his head, killing intent filled his huge pupils, and then flew directly in the direction of Fang Fan. Fang Fan's eyes flashed with joy. The arrogant zombie king has gradually exposed his weaknesses. Fang Fan drove the Yukong Unicorn King to harass the king's zombie at the back of the head. He wanted to attack Fang Fan, but he could only turn around. In this way, the king zombie turned his back to the Acropolis, and his injured chrysanthemum and tailbone were completely exposed in front of the 8 war bunkers. That means it was targeted by 128 180mm large caliber laser cannons. This is the moment. Use the advanced zombie imprisonment card. Fang Fan's voice was mixed with infinite seriousness and sincerity. Working so hard for so long, but just to slaughter this king zombie. And now it's all ready to go. All is ready except for the opportunity. All laser cannons. Aim at the chrysanthemums and tail vertebrae of the king zombies. Everyone. Attack his tailbone and chrysanthemum. This is his weakness. Attack. Attack. Fang Fan roared hoarsely, this fatal final blow, the ghost knows how much effort he put into it. Roar. The king zombie roared and began to struggle violently, but obviously, his struggles were destined to be useless. Advanced Zombie Imprisonment Card, which can imprison zombies below the king level for 3 seconds. It stands to reason that for king level zombies, the effect should be very small. It seems that this king zombie is really not lightly injured. Although he has been struggling violently, it is clear that all the struggles are in vain. Fang Fan clenched his hands tightly, and the excitement and surging feeling in his heart were almost all written on his face. Holding the 10-star Fire Dragon Spear, he did his best to shoot as many Fire Dragon bullets as possible in a short period of time. More and more Fire Dragon bullets were poured out, and they went straight to the tail vertebra of the king zombie and the lower part. 128 180mm laser rounds. 12 50mm laser rounds. There are also countless attacks, all within these seconds, all poured into the weak spot of the king zombie. In the end, the remaining 10-star god generals and 7-star celestial soldiers directly inserted their weapons into it, without the slightest hesitation and fear. Because within 10 minutes of being summoned, they will all be controlled and directed by Fang Fan. Boom boom boom. Bang bang bang. Stab, stab. In these precious seconds, the damage suffered by this king zombie is endless. After the imprisoning effect of the 3-second advanced zombie imprisonment card was gradually lifted, I saw that the coccyx had become a blur of flesh and blood. A strong stench hits. Hoo, ho ho. The body of the king zombie trembled violently several times, Fang Fan's heart also beat. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 329. Boom. The body of the king zombie fell heavily on the ground, and a natural earth pit was formed directly. Whirring whirring. Fang Fan wiped the cold sweat from his forehead and gasped violently for a few times. There was no pain in his body. So terribly tired. After such a big game, I finally killed this king zombie. Although almost all the cards have been spent, as long as the king zombie dies, everything is worth it. The king zombie was killed, naturally it was a huge explosion. World announcement. Fangfan Huajing slaughtered the first king-level zombie. It shocked the zombie group. Fangfan in Huajing was hated by all the zombies. Kill the king-level zombies and get the reward for the destruction of the king-level zombies. Reward a low-level inheritance card. Advanced promotion card *100. After slaughtering the zombies of the king, a world announcement came, which shook the whole world. King Zombie. This is a king-level zombie. Just die. Are they all so naughty? Are you sure you didn't play any tricks? This is simply too powerful. Do you want to be so arrogant? World Babble dialog box. I didn't have hallucinations just now, did I? Is the world announcement I heard true? Fang Fan can kill even king-level zombies. I'm going. How awesome is he? Killing a few 9-star zombie commanders is already very strong, now he can kill even the king-level zombies that destroyed a kingdom. Let's make a chicken feather. Hee, don't compare with this pervert, the gap is too big. Do you know how the great god Fang Fan killed this king zombie? The method is really filthy. Informed upstairs? Ask for an announcement. Yeah. Talk. We're all listening. I use 1,000,000 magic crystals to reward the truth. I also want to know. Hee, let's just say it directly, this king-level zombie was injured by a king-demonized beast in Huajingzhe province before and injured the tail vertebra and chrysanthemum. The reason why Fang Fan was evacuated from Zhongcheng to the Acropolis was to use the guards. The more than 100 laser artillery arrays arranged in the city attacked the chrysanthemum flower part of this king-level zombie in an all-round way. Those in the know will reveal everything they know. My CAO. So shameless. Shameless to the extreme. It's so disgusting. 666. It's disgusting. Under such circumstances, how difficult is it to find a weakness of the king zombie? You can kill a king zombie if you have the ability. Don't talk about the king zombie. Even 9-star and 10-star zombies can slaughter you. That's right. I support the great god Fang Fan. With the great god Fang Fan, only human beings have hope. Now there will be a situation of destroying the country everywhere. There have been several king zombies and king demonized beasts. If there are no strong men in the human race, it will be really cold. That's the truth. With the great god Fang Fan, there is still a glimmer of hope for our human race. It's better to just die if you rely on you keyboard warriors. I want to serve under the Lord Fang Fan. Become a member of the Yan Kingdom. Only in this way can I ensure my safety. Xiant Tai upstairs and I thought of going together. I thought so too. Country M, a certain fortress. Kylan silently closed the world top-ranking dialogue box, an inexplicable smile appeared on the corner of her mouth, she puffed out her full chest, and a smile gradually appeared on her face. What a witty man, this kind of man is what I want. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 330. While smiling, Kylan waved the weapon in her hand and killed a 7-star demonic beast in front of her. You have become so good, of course I can't drag your back. This time, I'm going to get through the barrier to the end. Kylan stared at the Babel Tower standing in front of her with a smile on her face. Sakura Country. Bastard. Haven't arranged the dark disk in the past yet? Kill Fang Fan for me. Don't get rid of this person. My big Sakura Country will never come out. High Country. Only such an invincible existence can be the descendant of the king's blood in our High Country. Let him go back to be the lord of the great High Country. Quickly condemn the envoy to go. Huajing, Kangguo. Kang Zhen defeated the Waikan, not only failed to complete the established strategic policy, but even caused his son to be bombarded, leaving no bones. So these days, he has been actively preparing and planning, preparing to launch a harvest war against the Yan kingdom. From Kang Zhen's point of view, Yanguo, who was stared at by the zombies of the king, would definitely lose. And Fang Fan, as the lord of the Yan kingdom, as long as he does not escape, he will surely die. Thinking of these, he was full of excitement and excitement. The thoughts and consciousness transmitted back in the mind also become reality. No. It's not true. The strength of the king-level zombies is what Fang Fan can defeat. There are ghosts. There are ghosts in here. There must be ghosts. Anyway, I don't believe it at all. If the state of Yan is prosperous, can I still have a foothold in the state of Kang? Kang Zhen is not thinking about revenge now, but how to survive in this situation. Now even living, has become a luxury. Huajing, Tang Dynasty. After Li Ji heard the announcement of this world, he immediately went to the bedroom of the king of Tang, his grandfather. Grandpa, be sure to send the envoy to the Yan kingdom to form an alliance. Buy various cards from Zhongcheng in large quantities. Promote trade between the two sides. We must firmly establish a relationship with Yanguo. As the protagonist Fang Fan, who has attracted countless attention, at this moment, he has no intention to pay attention to the thoughts of these people. He looked at a low-level inheritance card and 100 high-level promotion cards in front of him, and fell into deep thought. He had obtained the advanced promotion card before, and one advanced promotion card was equivalent to 10,000 ordinary promotion cards. 100 cards is equivalent to 1 million ordinary promotion cards. It can be said that it is a very precious thing. And since this low-level inheritance card can be listed in the same batch as 100 high-level promotion cards as the god's reward for slaughtering the zombie king, it shouldn't be bad. Low-level inheritance card. After use, you can inherit a low-level magical technique, and there is a very small chance to inherit a high-level incomplete magical technique. Inherit the magic. Fang Fan's eyes suddenly lit up. Divine art, as soon as you hear this name, you will know that it is an awesome existence. But then Fang Fan frowned. Most of the cards involving the word God seem to be not good things. Just like the previous low-level divine power cards, divine fruit, or something, the system seems to be quite repulsive. Dog system, can this low-level inheritance card be used to exchange for a hero card? The corner of Fang Fan's mouth rose. If he could, he would definitely be willing to change it. By slaughtering a king zombie, you can get one more hero. This kind of cost-effective business, he is naturally willing to do it. I just don't know if the dog system can pass the test.